Guys, so this is Random Zero Grace and I am struggling to do my soft-spoken voice. But anyway, this is a deck that I picked up from Amazon. It is Life Loves You cards with 52 cards. If you watched my previous video, I have an Oracle deck, but I wanted to pick up another deck, and this isn't even like an Oracle deck, this is just a deck. But what's different about it is a positivity deck, which is interesting. I don't think you use it the same way as Oracle cards, but I wanted to film this video because I filmed a Instagram mini video of it, and I realised that actually I need a longer video because there's just too much to talk about. This is the first time I'm trying to speak soft-spoken, like properly soft-spoken, so mostly it's just whispering and some of me just shifting my voice around. Actually, I just want to try something here. Life Loves You cards. Okay. So, this is just the beginning. It tells you about the authors. So basically, these cards are just little cards. There's quite a lot of them. And it says at the top of each card, or you can read the bottom first depending on like what you want to do. But I trust that life wants to be the best for me. And then you turn that over and it says, pay attention to how your life is unfolding. Notice how life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. So that's quite a nice one, and you can like shuffle. I like these cards because of the graphic design and photography. That's what mostly interested me in this deck. Is that weird? I kind of like the word deck. I really want to film a trigger words video. I know everyone really likes the word like is it sk. So that's like a common one, but I know that with people's accents, people's like certain words sound better. So it'd be awesome if you could give me like some words that you want to hear, because I really do want to film a trigger video, a word trigger video, and one of them is the deck. I think it's the the K at the end, isn't it? That's why people like sk, because of the K. Here's a nice one, look. I love and accept myself. Your self-image is made up of your judgments. It is not the real you. Sit for 10 minutes with this question. What's it like to be me when I'm not judging myself? See, now this card is kind of like a good test of this, like how to react to this. Is kind of like if you get a group of friends down and you get like a piece of paper and get it to go around the group and make them write things on there that they like about you, and then when you read it you'll be shocked because a lot of the things usually are the stuff that you hate about yourself or don't like about yourself, and that's because of your judgment of how you see yourself, but it's not the real you. So I think that's a good idea for this card, to just get some friends to kind of tell you some good stuff about yourself. Not intentionally, just like get them to write stuff about you. So this one, I think, is one of our core issues, with that we don't love and accept ourselves, and then it kind of makes it difficult to be in relationships when people compliment you and you kind of shut them down. You say like, well, thanks, I guess, or you know, it's because you don't love and accept yourself. So I think this is a good card. I'm actually gonna leave that out because that's actually a really good one. Okay. I trust my inner Ding. What does that say? You were born. Oh my gosh. Can you read that? It looks like lone or something. Okay. You were born with an inner knowing, what Louise calls your inner Ding. Listen to it and let it guide your actions. I suppose that means your inner voice. Yeah, I trust my inner Ding. Well, it kind of doesn't work with that card, because if you don't love and accept yourself, you might not trust yourself. Okay. I am worthy of my own love. Write a love note to yourself. Has anyone like done this in school, where they kind of like, you know, like on Valentine's Day, kind of send a love note to yourself, or like prank your friend and send one to your friend, acting as if like it's her crush? Maybe that's just me. Yeah, so write a love note to yourself. What is it that you most need or want to hear? Not sure about that one. I am willing to forgive. Forgiveness is a gift to yourself. It allows you to release the past. To release the past. Go to your mirror and say, I forgive myself, I forgive everyone, I forgive the past. I think the past is usually something that gets us down a lot, and if you don't forgive anybody, you kind of hold on to it and get a lot of hatred, and a lot of that negative energy can just pull you down. So with me, when I finally forgive somebody, a lot of that just wasted time and energy, you know, that kind of just builds up in your head, just poof, went, and I was so like relieved. So that's a good card. I like that one. I think we all should forgive people, because a lot of people make mistakes, and you can either hold on to it or let it go. I am lovable. Look how cute this card is. Oh my gosh. The less I love myself, the harder it is for others to love me. The more I love myself, the easier it is for others to love me, and for me to recognise how loved I am. That kind of goes along with I love and accept myself. I express my gratitude. Make gratitude your spiritual practice today. Start with good morning, bed. Thank you for being so comfortable. I love you. The more you express gratitude, the more you will find to be grateful for. That's actually quite good, especially in anxiety and depression. So even that goes to show it's something that you appreciate when you wake up, something that you feel and you are aware of. Something little, basically. So when you wake up, something like that, because you know when you go to the toilet it's usually the time that you think or you play on your phone and you end up sitting there for hours and then thinking, I could be sitting on the couch where it's much more comfortable and yet I'm sitting on a brick. Yeah, so I like this one. This one's a good one to just think about what you do have rather than what you don't. Right. I create my future today. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. For me, I know it sounds silly, but it's notes, it's taking notes. If I plan in it, like if I plan the day before and I get everything organised, my future self thanks me for that. I live in a friendly universe. Let life befriend you today, every hour, on the hour, throughout every day. Remind yourself, I live in a friendly universe. Okay, so this one, I think, in a day-to-day life, I don't know if it's different with different towns or whatever, but in most situations, most people are friendly. Because if you think about it, if someone gets hit by a car or something like that, how many people run to, you know, that person's help? Or if someone's going to jump off a building, most people will stand around it and try and convince them otherwise. Some people will probably stand there and laugh, but the majority of people will stand there and try and, like, persuade them not to jump. The same as, like, when there's a big fire in a building. There was one in a block of flats in London a while ago, and I was watching a documentary about it, and like everyone who was around the building was trying to get people out, like shouting at the building, telling people to wake up and to get out of the building. So I think the majority of people in this world are nice people, like friendly people, but it's a lot of people that kind of ruin it for the most, you know, like when you hear on the news about all this stuff that's going on and, you know, people get murdered and stuff like that. There are those type of people do ruin it, and unfortunately there are people like that in the world, but I do think the majority of people are loving people, you know, that may have some flaws, but we aren't perfect. But it goes to show when things like disasters happen, it shows you how friendly these people are, basically. And I think people who live next to you and around your house, like your community, people are quite friendly, but you don't know that because you don't know them and you don't get to know them. You just kind of like live in your own house and that. So I think it's one card that makes you think a bit about humans in general, really. So yeah, for me with acrophobia, I find it really difficult to leave the flat, and like, mainly because I'm scared that people, you know, outside the flat aren't friendly people, and you never know what's going to happen. So this is a good card for me. Alright. Okay, what's this one? I say yes to being a better receiver. When you are willing to receive, a gift appears. Interesting. What's this one? I release the need to control my life. What you control causes blah 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 blah. I'm reading it through the camera, I can't see you. What you control the most causes you the most pain. What you control the most causes you the most pain. What you control. That doesn't make sense to me, but okay. Breathe in, breathe out, and let go of trying to control your life. Interesting. safe to ask for help. When you fear you can't do it all by yourself, maybe it's a sign you don't have to. When you stop trying to do it all by yourself, help appears. You see now, this one is actually quite interesting because when you fear you can't do it all by yourself, maybe it's a sign you don't have to. Okay, so like with me, there's a little room in the flat that isn't getting itself done. Like there isn't much help involved, and like I kind of stopped because I knew I couldn't do it by myself. I had a bit of a paddy, to be honest, but then along came my dad, which I don't know if I've ever spoken about this, but like my dad doesn't help me with anything to do with the whole moving out thing, unless he really has to. But you know, he saw me struggling and he said, hey, I'll come around and help you with the steamer and getting the wallpaper off, because it was that, or I'd have to pay £300 to get a man from the council to do it, which, to be honest, it should have been done for free because they damaged the walls, but you know. So that's when I legitimately gave up, and you know, he actually came to my rescue when we sorted the little room out with the wallpaper. He had to take the wallpaper off basically, and now I'm just left to fill in all the holes because it's a really bad damaged wall. That wasn't our doing, it was just when we took all the wallpaper off, it was obvious that they covered the wall because of the state of the wall that it was in. So yeah. So this one is actually quite true, I like that one. Okay. I think I actually prefer me whispering because soft speaking is so difficult. I can hear myself just shaking all the time. Alright, let's kind of make an order with these. Everything is working out for my highest good. Trust that even in the challenging times, the universe only wants the best for you. I don't really believe this card because I think things happen for a reason, but this like, what if you get cancer? Everything's working out for my highest good? I don't think so. I think what it's trying to say though is that even in the most highest, like really challenging times, the universe isn't out to get you. It wants the best for you, so it wants the problem to be solved as much as you do. That's what I think this means, because that doesn't really make sense. Yeah. I am blessed. Take a few moments to count your blessings. Complete the sentence 10 times. One way life is loving me right now is... So I would do this on a piece of paper, not to say it out loud, because I'm one of them people who can't really think on the spot. I have to sit down and actually write things down. But I do think this should be something that is practiced for, so I'm going to put that down there. This is one. Life loves me. Life loves us all. Look at yourself in a mirror, breathe in and say, life loves me. Life loves me. As you breathe out, smile, repeat 10 times. I'd be one of them people who stands at the mirror and is awkwardly saying, life loves me, smiling with that fake smile and kind of like giggling at the same time. It's mainly because like I find it really awkward to speak to myself. Is it just me, or is that a thing? Right, I'll put that one here. Here's a good one. I open my mind and say yes to life. Life is inviting you to experience a whole new level of happiness. healing, prosperity, success, and love. I think that's a good practice though. I think if you were to choose that card in a day, like if you just picked it up for the first card of the day, just say yes all day to stuff. So like even things that you'd think about, like, oh, should I go to the store today? Yes. Oh, should I make that cookie I was gonna make? Yes. Which, by the way, I haven't made cookies for 2 weeks and I've got loads of eggs and I'm scared they're like gonna go off. So just practice saying yes, because we do say no a lot. Let's put that there. I give what I want to receive. We need to give what we want to receive. When you experience any lack in your life, ask yourself, what am I not giving? I think this is a good card to kind of remind yourself that we need to help people. Kind of like helping the community. You know, you need to be a nice person, somebody who volunteers, somebody who wants to help other people, because otherwise it's like, well, why do you get this? Why do you deserve it? Why, you know? I think if you're not a nice person, you're not really gonna get what you want to receive. So just practicing things like that you could do to like better your life, if that makes sense. So I'm not saying everyone has to volunteer and do stuff like that, but it's nice to help people in need, or just helping somebody out, like somebody who needs your help, or somebody who might need your help but doesn't want to tell you that they need your help. I am loved and supported by life. Notice all the ways you are being supported. Then complete the sentence 10 times. Life is supporting me by... So notice all the ways that you're being supported. Maybe that's things like the people in your life. So I'm going to put that one here because that's a good one as well. I commit to being more present in my life. If something seems to be missing in your life, maybe what's missing is you. Complete the sentence. One way I can be more present in my life is... So you need to figure out what's missing. There's obviously something missing in your life, especially if you're feeling bored or you don't really know what your purpose is. You kind of need something else. Something's missing. Maybe a hobby or a person. You know, something to figure out. So that's a good card. I'm actually running out of space now. Okay, so I am beautiful and everybody loves me. I am beautiful and everybody loves me. Carry this thought with you today and notice the effect on you and others. I think this is quite true because I once wore because I collect wigs, and I wore a bright red wig and I thought, damn, I cannot pull this off. But I put a hat on and like I stepped outdoors and people were looking at me and I was like, wow, okay, because I usually, when I was younger, I used to get people who would look at me for the wrong reasons and like bully me and stuff. So people were looking at me and kind of like smiling sometimes, and then someone even came up to me and said like, I love your hair, and I was like, oh my god, thanks. And they were like, is that a wig though? Because like I really want to get that. I was like, yeah, it is a wig. And they were like, damn, I wish I had hair like that though. And I was like, yeah. So it gave me a lot of confidence, and even though people were looking at me and I didn't know why they were looking at me, I kind of turned it into positivity. I was like, yeah, they're looking at me because I look good. So I think that when you have confidence and you think you're beautiful, well, it's not that everybody loves you sort of thing, but it kind of, that kind of mindset, thinking that you're beautiful and that everyone loves you, that it kind of makes you happier, you know? Okay. I am creative. Honor your unique gifts. Think of 3 ways that you could express your creativity today. So I like that. That's cool. That's cute. I am flourishing. Imagine your income expanding easily and effortlessly. Trust that all your material needs are being met by the universe. Well, if only this was true. Life does not want you to suffer. You struggle because you let life love you only so much. Where there is drama in your life, let grace in. Interesting. So yeah, I hope you liked the video. A bit different, I know, but you know, I kind of wanted to share this path that I'm going down with you with anxiety. And what's this one? I nourish myself. Decide that today you will eat only food that loves you. You know better than anyone what is the best for you. That's good, that's a good one. I practice loving kindness towards everyone, including myself. Are you as kind to yourself as you are to others? Finish this thought. One way I could be kinder to myself is probably by not looking in the mirror every day. No, I'm talking about me, not you.